So, in this screencast, we will repeat what we learned in the last 10 lessons of Code Combat. I have to confess, it's been a little bit confusing, all this if and else and true and false. That's why I think it's smart that we make a little cheat sheet again in our gists and try to go through and see what and how. So I prepared a little if-else part in our gist, and after we finish with the lesson, I suggest you to go and also update your gist so that you will also have it in your gists. Okay, so the basics of if and else is this. If condition is true, then computer does what we want. So if condition is false, computer doesn't do what we want. We can try this out. We have an example. So if 2 and 2 is 4, computer should say hello. So let's try. Let's ask ourselves, is 2 and 2 4? 2 and 2 4? Yes, true. So based on this, if condition is true, then computer does what we want. So condition here is true. So this is true. That means computer will say hello. Let's test it. This is how we write the thing in JavaScript. Let's open our console again. So right click and inspect. And here we click on the console and let's test this thing. So if this is true, computer should write hey, and we said this is true, so computer should do what we say, and he does. He writes hey. Okay, let's try another one. If this is true, then computer will say come at me. How do we write this? Again, we write a condition. 3 plus 3 is 6. So if we just ask 3 plus 3 is 6, it's true. So if condition is true, then a computer should log come at me. And we said if it's true, computer does what we want. And we just figured out that it is true, so I expect the computer will type come at me. And he does again. So let's try now to make a condition false so that computer won't obey us and won't do what we want. We can clear the console, paste again, but now we will say a thing that is false. So 3 plus 4 is 7, and now we ask, is 3 plus 4 6? So the answer is false. The answer is false, and computer should not do what we tell him. So now I expect that computer won't print out come at me. And he doesn't. You see? If we change back again, so that this is true, then computer obeys us and prints out what we want. And if this is false, he doesn't. So you see, if it's true, it prints. So here it's true, and computer prints. And if it's false, like here, 3 plus 4 is not 6, so it's false. Computer doesn't log anything. Okay, let's do one more exercise. If 5 plus 3 is not 9, then say hasta la vista, baby. So let's write it in JavaScript form. Is not 9, we write like this. So we ask a computer. Let's make it in the steps, how we actually do it. So we first, ask a computer, is 5 plus 3 not 9? So 5 plus 3 is 8. So it's not 9. The answer of this is true. You see? 5 plus 3 is not 9. Yes, true. I agree. It's right. So now we say, is 5 plus 3 not 9? True. So if it's true, then we expect computer to do what we tell him. So we expect computer to type hasta la vista, baby. And computer does what we tell him, because the condition is true. Okay. We also have else. And the format for writing else goes like this. If a condition is true, computer does what we want. We know that already. But if it's false, then computer does something else. So this else means that it's not true. So if something is true, do this and that. If it's false, do this and that. But in JavaScript and also in other languages, we say if true, do this, else, do that. So let's try it out. So if 5 times 6 is not 31, say, come at me. Else, say, I'm waiting for you, baby. So let's make this into steps. This is the JavaScript version of this description. And we will first test if this condition is true or false. So 5 times 6 is 30. And we ask a computer, is 5 times 6 not 31? It's true, because it's 30. You see? 5 times 6 is 30. So 30 is not 31. And we ask, is 30 not 31? No, 30 is not 31. So 5 times 6 is not 31. The condition, the question is, the answer to the question is true. So now we have true here. So if true, console log, come at me. Else, console log, I'm waiting for you, baby. So what do you think the computer will print? Come at me. Why? Because the first condition is true, and we said if it's true, computer does what we ask him to. So another version could be that this is false. So 5 times 6, is it 31? No. So this condition is false. So we say if it's true, it should say come at me. But if it's false, it should say I'm waiting for you, baby. And it says, I'm waiting for you, baby, because this is not true. So computer goes here, checks, is it true, not true? So then I have to do this, because the condition is not true. It's false. So this was false, so computer did execute this line. Okay, I know, confusing a little bit, but with practice you can get it. So the main thing what is happening here is that we are testing some comparisons. We are comparing if some things are true or false. So, is 5 less than 6? 5 is less than 6? True. Is 5 equal to 2? False. Is 5... I see we have an error. So just one. Is 5 not equal to 5? False, because 5 is equal to 5. Is 5 more than 5? False, because 5 is equal to 5. Is 5 more or equal to 5? It's true, because 5 is equal to 5. So it's not more. Here it's false, but if it's more or equal, it's true, because this is true. 5 is equal to 5. Okay? And one more thingy. We can also create a variable 5, and then we just say test, so we don't have to write each time. Is 5 less than 6? Is 5 equal to? Is 5 not equal 5? We just create a variable x, and then we say x goes here and here and here and here. So 5 less than 6, 5 equal to 5, 5 not 5, 5 more than 5, 5 more or equal to 5. So we just get responses. First one true, second one false, 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 and the last one true again. So we can do the same with just changing this variable x to some other variable, to some other value. So we say x is 10. So is 10 less than 6? False. Is 10 equal to 5? Equal to 2? False. Is 10 not equal to 5? True. Is 10 more than 5? True. Is 10 more or equal to 5? True. Okay. So we update our gist. So everything is saved in our JavaScript cheat sheet under if, else, and comparisons.